This is the Chiropractic Marketing Podcast, an on-demand talk radio show that covers internet marketing best practices for chiropractors. I'm your host, Dr. Patrick McNamara. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 90 of the Chiropractic Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Patrick McNamara, and today I want to clear up something I hear chiropractors get confused about constantly: what search everywhere optimization actually means, and why I built my entire agency around that phrase instead of just calling it SEO. Here's the problem I see over and over. A chiropractor calls up an agency, and the agency pitches them three separate things: SEO for their website, something else for their Google business profile, and now, more and more, some kind of add-on for AI visibility, because everybody's scrambling to bolt that onto their existing service list. 3 line items, 3 different price tags, and usually 3 different people or teams touching your online presence with no coordination between them. That's not a strategy. That's 3 vendors accidentally sharing a client. Search everywhere optimization exists because I got tired of watching that happen. It's built on a simple idea. Your patients don't search for you in just one place, so your marketing shouldn't be built for just one place either. Some patients type your city and chiropractor straight into Google. Some go directly to Google Maps and start scrolling through the pins near them. And a growing number are just asking ChatGPT or Google's AI overviews to recommend someone and taking whatever name comes back. You don't get to pick which path a given patient takes. So if your marketing only covers one of those paths, you're invisible on the other 2, and you have no idea how many patients that's costing you because you never see the ones who never found you. So instead of 3 disconnected services, I think about this as 3 layers that all support each other. The first layer is your Google business profile. This is your foundation for local visibility, your profile completeness, your reviews, your posting activity, and whether your business information is consistent everywhere it appears online. This is usually the fastest layer to move. Most practices see real movement here within 30 to 90 days. The second layer is your website. This is technical SEO, your on-page content, and making sure your site's local signals actually line up with what your Google business profile is telling Google. A lot of chiropractors think of their website as separate from their GBP. It's not. Google is cross-referencing them constantly, and when they don't match, it creates doubt instead of confidence in the algorithm's eyes. And the third layer is AI search and content authority, the deeper content work that determines whether ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google's AI overviews actually cite your practice by name when a patient asks for a recommendation. I did a full episode a few weeks back on how content silos build that kind of authority. So if this layer is new to you, that's a good place to go deeper. I'll leave that link in the show notes. Here's the part that actually matters, though. These 3 layers aren't separate projects running in parallel. They reinforce each other. A great Google business profile with a thin, poorly built website hits a ceiling fast because the website can't back up what the profile is promising, and deep content without a strong local foundation underneath it often doesn't convert into actual new patients because nobody's finding it through the channels that drive real local search volume. When I see a practice with a real gap in one of these layers, more often than not, it's the website. Not because the content strategy is wrong, but because the site itself was never built to support any of this in the first place. No clean crawl structure, no schema markup, nothing set up to work with a Google business profile the way it needs to. That's actually the exact reason I started Chiropractic Marketing Websites as a sister company, because you can't optimize your way out of a foundation that was never built right to begin with. So what should you actually expect from an approach like this? A coordinated strategy instead of 3 disconnected vendors. Content that's built with enough depth to serve both your traditional rankings and AI citation at the same time, instead of writing for one and hoping the other follows. Reporting that shows you movement across all 3 channels, not just one ranking number that makes for a nice screenshot, but doesn't tell you anything about your AI visibility or your map pack position. In a staged approach, GBP first, because it moves fastest and gives you quick wins, then layering in the deeper content authority work as that foundation stabilizes. Here's a quick way to check where you actually stand right now. Search for your own practice by condition and by name in Google, and then ask an AI platform like ChatGPT the same thing. If you show up reliably in Google, but you're nowhere to be found when the AI platform gets asked, that's not 2 separate problems. That's one problem, a fragmented strategy that only ever covered one channel, showing up in 2 different places. If you want to hear how this plays out across all 3 platforms in more detail, I actually recorded a full episode on exactly that a while back, how chiropractors get found on Google Maps and AI platforms together. I'll link that one in the show notes too. If you're ready to stop guessing and start ranking, head over to DCRank. That's DCRank.com and get started. The link is in the show notes. All right, that wraps things up for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to the Chiropractic Marketing Podcast. Before you go, remember to subscribe to my podcast on your favorite platform. Whether it's Apple Podcasts, Audible, YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, or others, I've got you covered. If you need to see a full list of supported platforms, simply visit chiropracticmarketingpodcast.com. Last but certainly not least, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Apple Podcasts. Your reviews not only help build awareness of what I'm talking about, but also give me a good indication of how I'm doing. Be nice, be fair, but definitely be honest. I would greatly appreciate it, and so will future listeners. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.